there, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing so well. It has been so long since I've done this and I am so excited to be back. I know in my last video I did talk about, being more frequent, but things happen and I feel like I'm finally in a really good place, and I have been for the last couple weeks. It hasn't been as up and down as it was before, maybe in terms of being busy, but not in terms of my mood, which makes me really happy because I feel like I'm finally in a really good place. So thank you for being patient with me if you've been on this journey so far, and I'm so excited to continue on with this journey with you guys. So as you can tell from the title, I brought my 6-month-old at the time to a bachelorette party. Now, before you get ahead of yourself, it wasn't like a crazy event or anything like that. It was a really classy weekend. We went away to Prince Edward County. We did a wine tour. We had dinner. It was just a really nice event. So if you're interested in hearing more about this, keep watching.
Hi everyone, I'm Anne's best friend.
Welcome back to her channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
Yes,
it's all about me this weekend.
It is
because it is. But most importantly, my best friend who just had a baby 6 months ago, believe it or not, look how fabulous she looks, actually came out to my bachelorette. The baby is with her sister. Carter has made an appearance, which is fabulous. But she's actually made it to my bachelorette, which means the world to me.
I would never miss it. So one of my best friends is getting married, and we had planned this bachelorette to be in June 2021 from the get-go. When it was first discussed, I was pregnant. I'm like, yes, I'm going. It's going to be nice because it's going to force me to have time away from the baby, because I knew that, everything would be geared towards my child, which obviously makes sense, but sometimes I think it's really healthy to also take time for yourself. So I was like, yes, I'm going, I'm pumped, I'm excited. So coming up to the actual bachelorette around May, end of May, beginning of June, I started getting anxiety about it. I'm like, oh my goodness, my baby, he's still so small. I was ready to, go away for the weekend. It wasn't going to be a long thing. It was just going to be one or two nights. It was only like a 2-hour drive from home. For me, that's not a far drive because I'm used to long distances. So I was like, okay, it's fine. We can do this. Dan is more than capable of taking care of our son, and I just want some time to just be Anne. Now, this is not to say anything bad about being with my child. Obviously I love him so much. You can't even begin to comprehend the love I have for him. It's not about wanting to be away from him or anything like that. It's just taking time for myself to just recharge my batteries. So coming up to it, I started pumping. He was just breastfed, and at the time he wasn't eating anything because he wasn't 6 months old yet. So probably a week and a half before the event, we started, trying bottle feeding, because obviously I'm not going to be there. So we needed to start getting him on a routine of having more bottles throughout the day. When I tell you, this child absolutely refused the bottle. He refused the bottle. My milk, formula, it was just like, oh my gosh. I don't know how to say it, but he was freaking out. It was like you were trying to poison him. And it was so sad to watch, because I felt really selfish. So excuse the band-aid. I got one of those skin color band-aids. But anyways, I felt really bad because I'm like, why am I trying to force my child to drink milk from a bottle and he's clearly not having it, all so I can go away for a weekend? I felt really selfish doing that. It was really breaking me watching him absolutely refuse the bottle. I felt really selfish. I felt as a mom, what are you doing? Why do you need to go away? My best friend, she understands. She even told me several times, you gotta do what's best for your baby. I totally get it if you aren't able to make it. It's no biggie. So there was no pressure from her. She was actually really understanding. It was more pressure for myself that I put on myself, that I felt bad, but I put on him. And after, I was like, okay, you know what? It's just not happening. He's not taking it. There's no way I can leave him. I know that people said you can leave him. He's just gonna drink anyways. I'm like, absolutely not. There's no way I'm gonna have a good time knowing that my child is going crazy fighting against drinking milk from a bottle. There's no way I'm gonna enjoy myself if that's the case. So I got to a place where I said, you know what, I'm not able to go and I'm sorry, and it was okay. I was really low because I was really looking forward to this, you guys. I cried about it and I let them know. So we were supposed to be leaving on Saturday morning and coming back on Monday. That was kind of the duration of the Bachelorette. So maybe around Wednesday, I was like, wait, why can't I go? I can bring him. And it's like something sparked in my head. I have family who are so caring and encouraging. Dan, my sister, my brother, they were all willing to come and just like hang out. It ended up being my sister who came with me, and I booked a hotel for us for just a Saturday night. It didn't look like how I thought it was gonna look like that weekend, but it was so good. I was so happy. I was so happy to be there for my best friend and celebrate such an important time in her life. And I was so happy that I was able to take my child. We experienced many firsts. We went to the beach for the first time, and like my sister was just an absolute godsend. Like, God bless you, Vicky. That weekend solidified in me that yes, I am a mom. Yes, my responsibility is to my child first, obviously, always. But yes, it's also important to take time for yourself and do that in whatever means possible, like obviously within reason. Don't go crazy. This was nice because we went to a winery and he stayed with my sister, and then after that we went back to the hotel, did dinner and had a bath and hung out, and then after that put him down to bed. I went out for dinner afterwards with the girls, and it was just like being able to actually just do these things, have some time to actually get out of the house, dress up, feel good about yourself. Like it made such a difference, and it really started off my summer. It was just amazing. So if there's any piece of advice or anything I can give to you, if you're out there, if you're a mom or if you know someone who's a mom, go do things. Bring your baby with you. Like, yes, it's not as easy. You can't just up and leave. You have to plan ahead, but take time to yourself. Obviously, it's really hard when you have a baby, especially a baby who's not feeding from anything else other than your breast. I think it's really important for up here, at least for me. I can't speak on other people's experiences, but for me, it was really good to just get out of the house, to dress up, to feel nice, to just hang out with the girls. Bonus, I got to have my baby there with me. The girls at the Bachelorette were so loving and kind to him and me, and it just made it such a really like amazing experience overall. Shout out to you, Vicky, like my sister. She was so amazing. That's how I ended up taking my baby to a Bachelorette. He refused to drink milk from anything other than me. I did sit around and cry for a bit because I was really sad, but I ended up picking myself up and finding a solution. Being able to be there for my best friend was just, it meant the world to me. I know that once you have a child, things are different, but when you have people in your life that really understand what you're going through and are accommodating to that, like, it makes all the biggest difference. It made the biggest difference that she was so understanding and loving and caring, and like, take the time that you need. If you can't, that's okay. Your family comes first. That was amazing. So being able to be there for someone that is that great, it was just, I don't know. It was just great. It was just great. So that is the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.